now. Everybody know me, they say that she go. Lipstick, liner, lashes for celebrities. And if she looking good, then you say she be. Oh, you think you know me? Probably Instagram. Reposting my picture saying you're a fan. No need for a filter, cause my beat is ill. Have you looking good? Man, if looks could kill.
Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here. Thank you for joining me. So Urban Decay came out with a new palette. It is called the Beached Eyeshadow Palette. They actually came out with a whole line of bronzers, lipsticks, eyeshadow, liners. In this video, I'm just showing you the palette. It's so gorgeous. Like, I just love it. I can already tell you that I love it. There's nothing to see here, folks. I love Urban Decay's eyeshadows, so it's no wonder that it's an amazing palette. I did this look on my cousin using the same blue and pretty much the same on the top of the eye, and she's brown skin, and the color was just as vivid on her as it is on me right now. Then the following day, I saw, or 2 days later, I saw Kim Kardashian duplicate a look that she saw from Cher some years ago, where she was wearing blue. And I keep seeing blue, so I guess that's the thing now, is blue. One thing I will say about this whole look is that I banged it out so fast because it's just very simple. Oh, and the lip is also a lip that I used on my cousin as well. I'll include a picture so you can see her overall look, but just know that it's the same look, same lipstick, same eyes. So it could be worn on multiple skin colors, which is dope. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, I want to make this as painless as possible, kind of like all of my looks. Well, except for that last one, but simplicity is always my goal. I'm going to prime using this soft ochre paint pot. Putting that all over my lid. Using this E40 tapered blending brush from Sigma Cosmetics. I seriously love all of the colors in this palette. They're great for summer, great for dark skinned girls, great for all kind of girls. I'm going to use Daybreak. Love Urban Decay because it just takes like one swoop and you get such a good color deposit. I've been saying that for years. Every brand has their strength. Urban Decay, in my opinion, makes some of the most amazing eyeshadows. This color alone it's just so pretty. Like, and it works so great on any skin complexion for a transitional color. I like that it's matte. My favorite transitional colors are matte. I want to take a 221 from MAC, going against what I just said because I'm going to use a shimmery color for my next transitional color. If I had a matte dark blue, I would much rather use that, but I don't on hand, so that's just what it's going to have to be. That is going to be the darkest color in the crease, spreading it up. And I want to take my Daybreak, just kind of merge the two together. Make sure it's seamless. I feel like matte colors blend better. So it's going to take a lot more work to get a shimmery color to blend into this matte color. It can be done. It's not going to be as seamless as something that's matte, but obviously we made it do. I'm going to use the lighter teal above our dark blue. That's going on my lid. Taking my favorite black from Urban Decay. This is Blackout, just a matte black. Taking my finger and putting that on the tail end of the eye. It's really that simple. Taking a wet wipe and cleaning up my edge. One of my absolute favorite foundations and just a go-to for me personally, Loreal True Match. I already put some on because I told you I'm getting older and I do not have time to be on camera looking crazy. But I only put on like the least amount. And you can see that it's a little bit darker. I always like to make myself darker because I lack melanin, but just a little bit. When it goes on, it looks like really too dark. But as soon as I start blending it out, blend it into the neck, it starts to come together. And then definitely once I begin to put a highlight on, it really comes together. I always use my beauty blender. Don't even know how to use a foundation brush. Like literally a foundation brush is something that I never ever took to. Before the beauty blender, that's what I would use, but it never felt comfortable. So once the beauty blender came out, it was like, We belong together. Okay, I'm gonna mix these two colors together. That just looks so funny. These are MAC Studio Finish concealers. One is NW25, one is NW30. One thing that's really unsettling, the brushes that always seem to get lost for me are concealer brushes and angled brushes. Like they vanish. Constantly buying them. So this is a brush that I normally wouldn't use, but I'm very used to making push come to shove. Definitely too light, so I take a darker color just to balance it out. It's actually, I was wrong, it's not NW30, it's NW35. So that is exactly what you can do if you don't want to buy, like if you're building your kit and you don't want to buy one of every color. NW25 and NW35 makes NW30. The older I get, the darker around my lip I get. Do you guys experience that? Another thing, what's up with all the zits I'm getting lately? I'm stressed though, so. I went through my pimple phase when I was a teenager. And it was like super duper intense. My pimple phase was pretty intense. After I got out of that phase, I was never acnetic again. But lately, it's like they just keep coming. I had one in the center of my forehead. I had one in my eyebrow. I don't know, stress manifests different ways the older you get, but it's just like I've never been that girl since I was a kid, so I don't know. Sucks. I've been loving this Lancome cream concealer. It's actually not concealer, it's foundation. Been using that as a contour. Also use it as a concealer. I have videos showing you guys that. Begin to press it into the skin. And I use all sides of the Beauty Blender. So the bottom, I try to keep one side for foundation, one side for highlight, and the bottom for blending the contour. In the hollow of the cheek, you could just squish it so it becomes more narrow. Taking Laura Mercier's translucent powder, I'm going to set my face. See how we're coming together here? Setting under the eye first because that's the first place that's going to start to crease. Now I can focus on the rest of the face. This is going to kind of like wash you out. You know, when you put your translucent powder on, it just kind of makes you a little bit more monotone. Is that the word? Not monotone, but flat. This is an old Lancome powder. So old that the color on the bottom, I can't even see it, but it's dark enough for me to use as something to reinforce the color of my contour. Let's get these eyebrows together. Using this Benefit pencil, it allows me to be a little bit lighter with the brow application, but there are areas that I'm going to need it to be darker. Okay, taking a MAC spiked pencil, gonna fill it in right there on the tail end. Okay, I want to take the darker of my two concealers and an angled brush, highlight right under the brow. I realize that I have two totally different shapes going on here. Whatever. Like you see how this one goes out and this one kind of goes up? Whatever. I don't want a wing and I don't even want a harsh line. I just kind of want a line there, but nothing like super major. Taking Smolder from MAC. All right, I'm taking the brush that my eyeshadow was on and kind of going over it. So it's not as pronounced. Didn't add anything to the brush, didn't add our turquoise to it. Just using whatever's left on the brush to just blend it out and not make it so pronounced. I want to go back into Daybreak and like very little product on the brush. Add right in here, intensifying the look a little bit. Just that nook between like the smallest part of your nose right there and into the brow. How about these lashes from Love Lashes? The box has been traveling with me, so it's a little beat up, but they are the Kim lashes. Definitely not as intense as the Dallas lashes from Love that I love so much. And I like that they're not that intense because it won't cover up all the blue. If the lash is too long, it's gonna like overshadow the beautiful blue eyeshadow. Very happy with that selection. Definitely going to add a little bit more mascara than I normally would, just because it is so subtle and I could build it up just a little bit by adding a little mascara to it. I'm using Marc Jacobs mascara that I have really grown to love. All right, now I'm struggling with what to put underneath. It's like I could go with the dark blue and just really make it intense. I could go with, I don't know. Let me start with Blaze. Put a little bit of that tear duct, see how I feel about it. All right, that's pretty. You know, that's always like the natural progression, I feel like, to put a little bit of pop of gold in the inside. I'm going to move down to the coppery color, 16th Street. Put that on the outer eye. All right, and then bring it on down with the dark blue on the outside. Carry that in. Perf, I'm good with that. Lining the inside of my eye. If I weren't explaining this, I would have had this whole look done in 20 minutes. That's how simple it is. Now, of course, I don't say that to make you feel bad. I mean, if you can't get it done in 20 minutes, that's totally understandable. I'm just saying, like, it is a more simple look. And you get a big, pronounced, like, very bold look with basically one palette, which is awesome. Benefit, Live in the California Dream. Favorite blush, like, ever. And I want to make my cheeks kind of rosy because pink always offsets blue. Also, this has a gorgeous shimmer to it. It's like got a built-in bronze already. Okay, Velvet Teddy from MAC is just like an undisputed classic. It's like just pink enough to not be too pink. Just like that, we got a look. Real simple. I love it. Absolutely no shocker here. I love this palette because I love Urban Decay. They did send other stuff, bronzers, that I'm sure would have worked. I don't know why I didn't use them, honestly. I'll use them on another day. Yeah, hope you guys like the look. Let me know if there's new palettes that you want to see me use. My technique doesn't really change that much, but I still make videos because I want you guys to see me use different things that might appeal to you. Thank you, as per usual, for watching it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also please follow both my backup page and my main Instagram. For those of you wondering, my Instagram is still being messed with. It's a sore subject. At this point, guess I've kind of given up on it. It's not any better. and every single month it just gets worse. So I don't even think about what I'm posting anymore. I just post what I want, because it's not like my numbers are going to grow or not grow, or they're actually just falling off. And now I realize that I follow people and all of a sudden I'm unfollowing them, and I never did that. The same way tons of people come to me constantly saying, I realize that I'm unfollowing you, and I didn't ever do that myself. So it's just like, whatever. But my backup page seems to be functioning normal. So make sure that you are following me there, please. Thank you for watching, and I will see you back here soon.